This story got me banned from TikTok last year, so why not repost it? It was the biggest story in our nation, and it wasn't being reported on. I'm gonna post within the guidelines and hope for the best. We all know about the Roe v. Wade overturn last year. Happy anniversary, by the way. A lot of people were afraid that the horrible men would turn around and start R-wording a bunch of women. What they didn't want you to know is that your fears were correct. The news was not only not reporting on it, but Google didn't even have it in the search results. Now it does, but if you're an OG follower, you remember when this happened to me, and you guys couldn't find it online either. There was a Marine who was a who planned unalivings, R-wording campaigns with his group. Now this group spanned the entire country. In a nutshell, they had plotted out the areas in the United States that had little to no flexibility for abortions. And most of these places were majority white, like Salt Lake City, Utah, cities in Georgia, all over the South, all over the Midwest. So they were going to R-word en masse in these areas in a guerrilla warfare attack so that these women would be forced to have more white babies, quote unquote. They were using a lot of military equipment with night vision goggles. They were doing drills for this. The FBI caught on to this. This excerpt of an article is directly from Rolling Stone. You can look it up on Google right now if you want to. The FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force found out that he was going to engage in widespread homicide and oh yeah, they were also going to communities who were non-white and going to pow them. Yeah. The memo directly from the FBI says that a lot of the ideology is based around the desire to lessen the number of non-white Americans and to R-word white women to increase the production of white children. Now, when I got banned for reporting this, I was super pissed, and I made a YouTube video 9 months ago, but I had gotten banned about 11 months ago. I'm only now trying to rebuild a page here. You can check it out on my YT. Schmink and Schmayo. Ignore my face in this screenshot. This is ridiculous, but I am the only person who had a picture of this man. His name is Matthew Bellinger. This was not on Google. I don't even think it's still on Google now because I just tried to look for it. It's not there even to this day. I got this picture from a small county newspaper in upstate New York. Don't ask me how I got it. They were the only source that showed even a glimpse of this man's face. Even to this day, you can't find it. He had run from the FBI, by the way, and was hiding in his mom's basement in Long Island when they found him. Oh, I actually did just find a picture of him on Google. I just randomly searched right now as I was making this video. But it was in Nassau Illustrated News, not in mainstream media. It's very hard to find this picture. No other news source has this picture except for Nassau Illustrated. Makes you wonder why, huh? This is actually the county newspaper that I found this in, and I'm amazed that it's on Google now because it definitely wasn't last year. The only reason why this upstate New York county newsletter was reporting it is because they were finding the flyers all over the area trying to recruit people. And these flyers were still being distributed after his arrest by the members of that group. And this community newspaper was saying that they were finding the flyers as far away as Ohio and Indiana in small communities. Now, as we know, and I've posted about many times before, in these small communities in the Midwest, there are a lot of things like this going on. So they were targeting these areas trying to recruit more people. And I know they're small towns, but a lot of small towns equal a lot of people. And I want to be very clear here because they were using military equipment that the military was not in on this. And in fact, when they found out, they immediately discharged him and let the FBI have him. I don't want anyone thinking that this guy is indicative of the service members because he is not. Now, I need you to know that you can easily find these articles on Google now, but before they were censored. And this was all around the same time that I was banned, but none of these articles were showing on Google. They also planned to attack synagogues and them. Yeah, there was a lot to this story, and I encourage you to look it up. No updates on where homeboy is, but I'm guessing he's in some kind of military prison right now. But this just goes to show you, your fears are correct sometimes. 1 + 1 always equals 2. And this also goes to show that the media censors immensely, which is the entire reason why I started my TikTok being a disgruntled ex-Washington, D.C. news reporter and hating the fact that they're lying to you, hating the fact that they're censoring shit. And I wanted to expose on here. Follow for more tea.